Now, if you have been on the internet for more than 5 minutes, you have found out about Japan one way or another. But most people only really seem to know the people who live on mainland Japan, the island of Honshu. Basically, if you've read or watched Japanese history, there's a really good chance it's just about Honshu. But like many places, they represent more than one group of people, so let's talk about the ethnic groups of Japan. So, as I just said, when most people think of Japan, they think of Honshu, and the majority of people from there are called Yamatos. The name comes from the city of Yamato, which is one of the oldest cities in Japan. It was captured by the first emperor of Japan, Jimmu, around 600 BC and made the first center of power for the country. Also, this guy seems totally awesome. Look at this! Next are the Bonin Islanders. Now, from what I can tell, the Bonin Islands were pretty much uninhabited until 1830, when a dude from Massachusetts named Nathaniel Savory went to the island of Chichijima. He was accompanied by another American, 2 Brits, an Italian, a Portuguese bloke, and like 20 Hawaiians. Sounds like the setup for a joke, but it isn't. Anyways, they all did this for the British government. Why would the British government want this? I don't know, man. Reportedly, they spoke Bonin English, which was like a mixture of Japanese and English, despite no one on the trip being Japanese. Still, it is a very interesting place, and is probably one of the few places in Japan where Christianity is not weird. Next is the Ainus. The Ainu people live in North Honshu, Hokkaido, and parts of East Russia. Historically, the mainland Japanese don't get along well with their northern brethren. War broke out between the two in the late 1400s. Eventually, the Ainus and Japanese people started getting along better, and trade between the two increased. Slowly, the Japanese moved further and further north, incorporating Ainus into their traditions. Then, in 1789, some Ainu said, "Let's not be part of Japan anymore." Or it could have been some poisoned sake. Then, in 1799, the government said, "What if we just solve the problem with our neighbors right now?" and conquered the entire island of Hokkaido. So after that point, a lot of the Ainu people became disconnected with their culture. The Ainus had their own language and writing system that is completely different from standard Japanese as well. They also practiced a religion like animism. Basically, they thought every object had a soul. Tattoos were also a big part in the religion. I just want to show you this picture of an Ainu man. This is the most Russian thing I've ever seen. Okay, scratch that. A woman with face tattoos sitting next to a bear is the most Russian thing I've ever seen. Well, I think that will have to do it for part 1. Part 2 will be out shortly, where I will talk about the Ryukyuan people and other stuff that I should have mentioned but didn't. Anyways, I'm the worst spring of knowledge, signing off. See ya.